So this deck is actually insane. Um, as you can see, it is called Decathlon Standard, and the reason why it's named Decathlon Standard is, you guessed it, I used it for Decathlon Standard. Now, for those of you who have seen my other videos, it looks remarkably similar to my Mardu Midrange deck that I normally play in best of 3. However, there has been a few modifications that I have made for this deck for best of 1. And I played it in the Decathlon Standard, went 7-2, though in one of the games I lost, Arena crashed. I managed to get it up, but by then I'd lost 2 turns against a Soldier's deck, and even the best decks can't come back from that. I also actually did use it in the recent Alchemy one as well, and I actually went 7-0 with this deck in Alchemy, so just insane, really. Really, the bread and butter of the deck is Archangel of Wrath and Tyrant of Courageous. These are your win conditions. Now, Tyrant of Courageous is more of a threatening card than Archangel of Wrath. We really want to be casting it for 6 mana Archangel in most scenarios. The reason why Archangel is really good is it can really stabilize the field, especially against aggressive decks, because it can gain you 4 life, kill 2 of their creatures, especially soldiers, where lots of their creatures have low health values. And then Tyrant of Courageous is really your finisher. Apart from that, we got our removal, cut down, Flame-Burst Bolt. Now, you'd be surprised, there's actually a lot of cheap creatures in the format, especially reflection tokens. Your standard go for the throat and your braid. Now, one thing I did change from best of 3 to best of 1 is that I don't have Destroy Evil in this deck. I find enchantments, really the only enchantment you are worried about is Wedding Announcement, and that is a big thing, but Wedding Announcement's popularity has kind of declined, especially since Soldiers is now very popular, and Flame-Burst Bolt is absolutely insane against Soldiers. For your card draw, you really have 2 main card draw options, and that is Sorin and Reckoning Bankbuster. If you get Sorin on the field, you can protect it, and it's easy because you got heaps of removal. Then, yeah, you practically won the game because the card advantage is too much. You got heaps of way to gain life through Sorin itself, Archangel, the Wandering Emperor, Graveyard Trespasser can even gain life. So really, you're not really worried about zapping yourself down with Sorin. Really, the 2 other cards I haven't mentioned yet is Graveyard Trespasser and the Wandering Emperor. Wandering Emperor is just a great all-round card, solid, gains your life and exiles, great against aggro. And Graveyard Trespasser is also really in here. It's great against cards that utilize the graveyard, and practically every single deck utilizes the graveyard, whether it's from a Corpse Appraiser or Titans of Industry. Every single deck somehow utilizes the graveyard, so it is very important to have Graveyard Exile in your deck because it does just so much, and even then it gains your life. Even just 1 life is super important, and also the 3/3 ward, it's a great body, hard to remove, so yeah, that is just so nice to have, especially against the more aggressive decks like Soldiers and Mono-Red aggro. It's just nice to have a blocker that is an Archangel of Wrath, so then you can save your Archangel of Wrath for really those later turns when you can kick it, because that's when it's at its best. So without further ado, let's just hop into a few games. I'll show you how this deck performs, and hopefully we can get that winning streak up. Okay, so currently we are only in Diamond Tier 4. Now, I've only been grinding with Decathlon on and all that kind of stuff, but so that's why I'm unusually low than I like to be at by the 9th. Okay, so it looks like we're playing aggro. One key issue is no red mana. No, sorry, black. Okay, there it is. Just think, definitely place it. We could place the Bank Bust, but I reckon the course of action is just to go for the really save life approach rather than being as mana efficient as possible. Okay, so Felden. Okay, Okay, so we want to get Graveyard Trespasser down. Okay, so next turn we're looking at Reckoner Bankbuster and an Abrade. Okay, interested to see what he does. He could remove up Trespasser. Okay, yeah, he does. Okay, so the great thing here is aggro's one of those decks that really likes to utilize all their cards. So the ward cost is actually really good. Okay, so we can't play Sorin yet. Okay, we're gonna pass. We do have mana open for the Abrade. Okay, I'm considering just leaving the Felden. Yeah. Just gonna let him tap, and then we're gonna try and draw another. Okay. There's our land. Fortunately, it's a pain land. Have to do. Okay, so what's great about this is that now we have a 3/4 blocker with lifelink, and if he does manage to remove it, we can also crew it with Bankbuster, so he probably can't attack through us this turn. Which is great. I think Fable's a bit overhyped. I mean, it is a really good card. But is it the best card in the format? I wouldn't say so. However, that's just my opinion, and I do understand if you are a little bit like Fable's the best card. There's no question about it. Okay, so I'm gonna actually crew my Archangel here. Reason being is he probably has like a Lightning Strike or something like that. Oh, 4 damage. He'll be able to excel the top 4 cards of his library. But I feel like we have to do it. Okay, so play with fire. We can Bankbuster like we have another one, unless we have a Sorin. If we do draw in the land, we're probably going to try. Okay, so he's going to get play with fire. Okay. Okay, so that's perfect. Non-pain black mana.
Out of my way. You fight for me now.
I reckon we do attack. If he does play something that's out of reach of our Abrade, so anything with 3 or larger. Okay. So Rending Flame does kind of suck, but we're just gonna have to deal with it. See, this is where a tricky situation. We go safe and minus Sorin, or we plus it and see if we can get something good.
Nothing on Innistrad is free.
Okay, we're just gonna show them that we have it, and we're gonna keep it for next turn. Okay, I think I made a mistake. I probably should have tapped it. Because he knows what I have in my hand, so it's not going to be a surprise. So here we're hoping. Okay, so we'll be able to kill both of those next turn. And he knows that. Okay, here we're having to draw like cut down or something. Yeah, that really does hurt. A lot. See, that's a massive mistake on my turn, because if I tapped Bankbuster first, I would have been able to place Graveyard Trespasser, and then wouldn't have been able to kill us, sorry. Because we would then have 2 blockers. Right now we're above on hand total. Sorry, yeah. We got more cards, more life, and we have more mana, so those are the 3 aspects that we want to be winning in, which is mana advantage, card advantage, and battlefield presence. And this concept that I learned of recently. It's called I can't say the word because yeah. I like to call it fate. So practically it means that if the battlefield remains the same, are you gonna win or is your opponent gonna win? So for the most simplistic version of this, it's practically if you have a 4-4 and he's a 2-2 and no other card gets placed, you're gonna win the game. So that's what battlefield advantage is all about in the most basic form, is that who has the fated win. Okay, so he's gonna be able to get Rending Flame back. And it'll be interesting to see if he attacks or not. He does. See, I can easily just exile him, but we're on 21 life. There's no need to gain more life at the moment. Okay, so that's game 1. Let's hop into the next match. Okay, we're going first and we're keeping 7. Sounds great. Only bad thing is our mana base doesn't really include that many unpaid land. Okay, so we're looking at soldiers. Your own front line by itself isn't dangerous. We want another black option so we can double cut down, so we're going to place our caves. Okay, Talia. Easy cut down. Okay, that's great. So here we are a little bit susceptible to another Talia, but yep, there it is. Does he have another 1-drop? No, so we can't really flood the board. Okay, so we actually don't really mind this because we see a clear plan of action here. Cut down Talia. Okay, now we're gonna let him attack. Gonna take an extra 3 damage, but I think it's worth it because we're looking at the 2/3 with flying that whenever it attacks creates a soldier token. Can't remember the name, but and then we can cut down that draw card, and then we should be able to Archangel Wrath Talia next time. Okay, so no placement. Trying to think what he can have here. So we are gonna cut down Talia. Kind of assumed he would have something to place. Okay, so we're gonna keep the Archangel Wrath for now, because we do have a go for the threat in our hand that we can use to kill whatever he does place. But it's an interesting turn for doing nothing. Maybe just as 4 Talias in his hand. Okay, yep. What I'm worried about is like a counter spell or something. Because if he does have a counter spell, we're playing all our mana for Archangel Wrath. But we do want to keep go for throw. Just gonna see if we can do a cut down or anything. No, he's saying nice. Okay. Yeah, we're not in a pressing situation here. Okay, another frontliner. Okay, activates Mistress Foundry. Now, we are just gonna pass to combat. Yep, okay, that's what we wanted. Gonna kill Talia. And we're gonna tap here just in case we do draw Flameless Bolt or a cut down. Okay, we do not. Yeah, let it pass. So now that we're tapped out, he's tapped out, we're certain he doesn't have a counter spell. So we are going to Archangel this turn, which will really swing the game because it means he will have nothing on the board at all. And we have mana advantage, we have card advantage. Unfortunately we won't have health life advantage, but it doesn't really matter. Okay, so I'm just thinking here, they really have no haste creatures with haste apart from these unearths. So yeah, there's a scoop. As you can see, it just kills aggro. I'll be surprised if we lose, to be honest. But having said that, I'm probably going to go and lose the next match. Okay, so we have our third matchup, and we can see a clear mana curve here. Recommend Bank Buster turn 2, cut down whatever he does. Okay, he does nothing. Draw another cut down. Okay. So I'm gonna cut down now, because I feel like Twin Blade Geist is something that we don't want to play. Because if we did wait till he untaps, he could always just protect it with some sort of protection spell, like the one that gives the shield counter or whatever. And we do not have double black, so we couldn't double cut down. Okay, so unfortunately, no, we do not draw another black mana source, which does suck. So it means we can't play Sorin. Okay, there's a Virtuoso. Okay. We are not going to break now. Just trying to think how many. If we draw. See, the thing is, if we break now, he can protect it. But I guess he doesn't have any blue mana, so we can't phase it out. So we should be fine. So we're gonna braid it. Yeah, Boon of Safety. Okay. So we're gonna have enough mana no matter what, because worst comes to worst, we can tap Bank Buster to get the extra treasure token to play for the black source. He doesn't he discards a land. Okay, so we draw another go for the throw. Okay, so we don't. Okay, yeah, I saw no reason to go for the throw now. He's full on untapped mana, and we wanted to incentivize him to discard as many non-land cards as possible. Okay, so the cut down or shield counter, we go for the throw. So what sucks here is we're a little bit short of mana. Preferably we would have drawn that extra mana black source, then we would have a treasure plus one more mana. Unfortunately that didn't happen. Okay, so we do draw extra black source. We don't imagine he'll have anyone with flash because he's not playing blue. Man, he could have that 3-1 with flash that sacrifice it and destroy artifact, or maybe the 1-1 soldier with flash that creates 1-1 on entry, but the chances are very unlikely, so at this point we're just trying to get mana advantage. Because in the end we won't be able to have enough cards so we can't protect his Virtuoso or his Wincon, so Okay, so that's another victory. Let's see if we can go tier 3 without losing a match. Okay, so far we have yet to really play an more mid-rangey type deck. We just really played more aggressive decks. Okay, so no black mana here, but we do have Bankbuster, so that's fine. So anyway, as I was saying, we haven't really played any mid-rangey decks, which is what I want to do soon, just to really show off this deck, because right now, there's no doubt this deck is great against the aggressive decks with lots of cheaper creatures, but I want to really show off how good this deck can be against decks which are more mid-rangey, and this deck is less suited to that. So we are going to tap. Let's see if we can draw that black mana. Okay, so we don't, which is very unfortunate. I mean, we are practically drawing all our white and red sources and no black sources. Okay, so interesting card. This could be Reanimator. I've seen blue Reanimator drop in. Actually, that's what I lost against. Okay, lovely. So we're going to place Graveyard Trespasser. So this is looking like a the same type of deck as last time. It's just that this guy's included. Some sort of heroic deck. Okay, so they just got a Modern Age. Thran Portal. Okay, so they are running all 5 colors. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, so we do struggle against winning announcements. Okay, so he decides to block. I'm not sure whether or not I like that, to be honest, because yeah, like, it's great that they're getting rid of their tokens, but at the same time I'd like to really put scoreboard pressure on the opposition. So I haven't played Best of One Standard in a while, by the way. I only really just played Alchemy with this deck for the Decathlon, and also the Standard Decathlon with this deck. So because I was playing Best of 3 for like 3 months for that with Standard, so I haven't played it in a while, so this could be some super good deck that I haven't really seen yet. So, because believe it or not, Best of 3 and Best of 1 metas are very, very different. Okay, so I think we've got an answer. It's a 5-color enchantment deck. We are looking to kill Karmic Transist because we can exile it with Graveyard Decathlon. Okay, so it's going to go back to day. Have to discard a card. Okay, we do not like that card at all. Okay, I nearly forgot to draw with Bankbuster. Okay, so this is an interesting decision. I'm gonna exile Kami, because if he does place that card, we can always just kill it. Hopefully he double blocks here. He does not. Okay, so I want to keep mana open. So I'm actually not gonna place Archangel Wrath just yet. Just gonna go to 9 again, which is good for our Graveyard Glun. As you can see, this is a deck that's not necessarily a graveyard deck, but at the same time, it does have some graveyard qualities within it that just a Graveyard Trespasser is great at, just removing those extra threats. Okay, so I'm just kind of hoping he does place his Catilda, Rising Dawn, on the Vector Glider because someone can easily kill it. Okay, so that to me says that he has another Leyline Binding in his hand. Okay, so he goes Jukai Naturalist into Fable. Okay, unfortunately we don't draw a cut down. See, unfortunately, we could have just waited till next turn and Archangel Wrath those two. However, the wedding announcement's gonna flip. Okay. So we're gonna double kick Archangel, get rid of his Vector Glider. Get rid of Catilda. Okay, and if he doesn't block, he'll go down. Okay, but he does. He'll go down to 6. But he's now on 10. See, this deck can really just whittle down the opposition's life very quickly. Okay, hello Arena. Does he ever stop? Because it's corner 3 but nothing's happened. Okay, so Southern Mage. Let's see. It's interesting to see what he discarded, because he did discard Leyline Binding, which I imagine would have been a very useful card. And to be completely honest, I don't really see reason for discarding Leyline Binding unless you've had like another 2 at least in their hand. Okay, so he plays a land. So now he's got full domain. Okay, so there's one Leyline Binding. Probably take my Archangel Wrath, I assume. Okay, we do not see a second one. So the first thing we're going to do is activate a Bank Buster, see what I can draw. Cut down. It's now practically almost useless. I'm trying to imagine to see whether or not he has any combat tricks. I can't really imagine that he does. Okay, so it's probably gonna be a force to block.
Now you've done it. That's coming off. Show them how we greet our enemies.
Okay, so now we're looking like in a winning position. Now, I can place my Reckoning Bank Buster, but is there any reason not to? So that's farewell. If he exiles all artifacts, which is, I guess, we'll still have our Wandering Emperor. We're on top at the moment. I'm playing this extremely cautiously. We just don't want to lose, so that's the main goal here. We need to think not how we're gonna win, but how we're gonna lose. And really, him getting a farewell and obliterating us using that is really the main way. Plus, we already have another Bank Buster on the battlefield, so we should be fine. So he goes to 4 health. I'm trying to think what. Okay, so back to 5. I'm trying to think what he can do. Herd Migration, possible option. Okay, Cameo. So he goes to 4. So we're literally just one Archangel or one Tyrant. Oh wait, and we've gone through 42 of our cards and only seen one of them. So we mathematically, statistically, we should see another one. I'm not really too worried about the Kami Walkers. Interesting move. Okay, so we just need to draw removal. Unfortunately, exile. Okay, so if we draw removal here, we've won. We do not, we draw land. Okay, create that samurai token.
Keep watch for intruders.
Sunlight land binding. We do not have any creatures in that graveyard, unfortunately. Okay, so we'll really want to annoy. I imagine he gets rid of our samurai token. We can easily just discard a land. I mean, cut down's pretty much useless, but at the same time, when you have 2 land in hand, and you already have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 land on the battlefield. Okay, did not see that play. Though I don't think he'll help him that much, to be completely honest. I mean, he has to have removal. Okay, so there's a Jukai Naturalist, we're definitely ruining that. Him removing the wedding announcement has made it cut down like 10 times better, because it does mean we can kill those 2/2s. Okay, so all we really need to do is draw one of Cut Down, Flameless, Bolt, Tyrant of Kurt Ridges, Archangel of Wrath. Wait, we've won anyway. Never mind, unless he has removal.
Remember your training.
Because we just exiled a Jukai Naturalist. Okay, so that's win number 4, hopefully. Okay, it's win number 4. I think he did make a mistake by returning the announcement. Could have been a good move, but I reckon he should have just returned my token. Okay, on to the next match. Okay, we like this hand. Not the best hand, but definitely not too bad. Okay, so looks like we're up against aggro, and we got all we need for aggro. Really, we got early game removal, Wandering Emperor turn 4 into Archangel of Wrath turn 5. Okay, so that is a great draw. Okay, so when I'm playing against aggro, I tend to leave the Phoenix chick alone. Unless he does that. So the Phoenix chick as a 1/1 itself isn't really damaging. Like, of course, if you just let it sit there, it's going to eventually kill you. But if you just let only that exist, I guess that kind of sucks.
I won't stop
Chandra
fighting
does
till
suck
people are
a little
safe
bit.
enough. Aw, you're looking a little thin.
Okay, so this mechanized warfare. We're gonna probably kill the Voldaren Epicure. Why? Because we can. Okay, so the mechanized warfare version of the mono red deck is really just the, how do I say this, is practically the hardest mono red deck this deck faces, because it just has that ability just to go over the top, especially with Chandra. Oh crap. Okay, so that is bad. 2 mechanized warfares suck, because it now means 1 play with fire
Let's bring things up to a simmer.
can easily destroy my Archangel of Wrath, and we don't have any artifact, no enchantment removal either. So what we're gonna do,
We've got the edge in this fight.
So we're gonna go to 9.
Then let's dance.
Okay, so let's see how we lose.
Come on, Chandra. I know you can do better.
Play with fire and lightning strike. That will kill us. Okay, reckless impulse, good to see. Okay, communal, that will get rid of the wandering emperor. Unfortunately. And deal 3 damage to us. For Daring Epicure will only deal 3 damage to us, so that is a slightly better option. That is a bad option. You play with fires. That is really bad.
Our swords will cross it.
Okay, see. Practically any burn spell kills us. So yeah, we're kind of on the ropes here. So that now deals 4 damage. Yeah. Okay, so that's our first loss. As you can see, no deck is undefeatable. Unfortunately, I don't want to throw out the L word, aka that guy got lucky, but I reckon he got lucky. He had all the answers, but MTG has luck. So while this deck isn't perfect, it has an 80% win rate so far. Let's see if we can reach Diamond Tier 3 within the next 3 games. The thing is, in MTG Arena, the thing about winning is not so much that you won, but you didn't lose. And that is actually like massive, because if you lose, you go down 1 pip. If you win, you go up 1 pip. So the difference between you losing and winning isn't 1 pip, it's actually 2 pips. Okay, so here, good start for opponent. 1 drop into Bankbuster. We're gonna let the 1 damage go through to see what he has. We're probably just gonna eat it now, just in case we do draw something that we can play. It's a Bankbuster or a Trespasser. Maybe another readable spell. Okay, we do not. At least we finally drew some untapped land, which is great. So shielded here would be quite devastating, because we actually don't have an answer for him at the moment. Okay, Misery Shadow. Okay, so I reckon best move here. Okay, so best move here is to plus Soren. Actually, nah, it's to minus Soren.
Consider yourself fortunate.
Because if we plussed it, he would have to spend 3 mana to kill it.
Will serve me well.
Though, if he kills the vampire token, then... Okay, go for the throw on the vampire token. We actually don't mind it. Okay. So I'm assuming he's going to attack Misery Shadow at Soren. And then... Unfortunately, we can't kill Misery Shadow with an Archangel Wrath, because he does have 1 mana left. All these tap lands suck. So anyway, we're not gonna hit Misery Shadow. We're gonna go Face, because he can use Misery Shadow's ability. But really, hopefully that blocker should stop him from attacking things. But I suppose he can just crew Bankbuster and attack Misery Shadow anyway. Or he can just kill our Archangel Wrath as well. Either one. Okay, so I imagine he's going to attack with both here. It's going to put us down at 7. Okay, so we might have lost again. think just all these pain lands have accumulated across the match. So massive. Like, I had to pay 3 life for that. Yeah, I hate to be the guy, but I think we lost. Get a kill Gix. Go up to 8. But we're gonna tap Bank Buster. Invoke Despair. Okay, so that's pretty much game. Correction, that is game. Because we practically have to pay 2 life to play Tyrant anyway. Okay, cut down's nice. Yeah, we're just gonna shock ourselves to death. We're gonna go out in style. As you can see in MTG, games are 2 games later. 2 games before I was feeling invincible. Now, not so much. Okay, we like this hand. We're lacking a little bit of white mana, but we'll get there. We'll get there. Okay, so that either means one of 2 things: soldiers or control. Okay, it looks like that means control. So, against the control matchup, some might think we lose, but we actually fare pretty well. At least in best of 3. The Rising Stars, well, practically the cards that really carry us in best of 3 are your Reckoner Bank Busters, your Wandering Emperors. Just having such a good card advantage really helps. And Abrade's always is also pretty good at destroying their own Bank Busters. So let's see, what does he have? Okay, so we're gonna sack a clue here. Okay, so this is excellent. Very good. Just being able to play the Wandering Emperor as Flash is just... Okay, we can always destroy this.
Anyone who harms my people must... May your blade strike true.
Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna kill Khan Silex. He has removal. So I'm gonna use the minus again. Imagining it could be March of Otherworldly Light. Okay, so that was a mistake there. I should have placed Reckoner Bank Buster. I'm not sure why I clicked pass. Okay, Sunset Revelry. Goes max. We don't really need to remove.
I have got new moves to teach you.
As you can see, we do have the advantage. I'd say we're on the up here. Okay, so he's probably going to remove the Bank Buster, I'm assuming. Okay, Khan Silex. Cool. So I'm assuming he's going to place that. The chance of us drawing another Abrade is very small. So hopefully we draw another... See, the question is, do I kill? Yeah, I'm gonna kill the human, even though it's gonna die eventually. I want to put as much pressure Okay. I hate to be like clutch draws all the time, but that is the definition of clutch draw. Okay, so we are gonna plus. Just quickly, the reason why I place cut down, apart from Flameless Bolt, is that the card that Flameless Bolt kills and cut down doesn't is the Wandering Emperor. So if he places his own Wandering Emperor, he's almost certainly gonna minus before he pluses. So he'll go down to 2. Okay, so he's exiling a graveyard and gaining 4 life. And he's searching for 2 land cards. Interesting. I haven't actually seen Titania's Command used before. I think once, but definitely not in a control deck. And I actually say, I have to like it because deep in the game, I mean, it can be used as ramp. It can also be used to exile graveyards, gain that life, precious resource. Okay, so the important thing here is do not overcommit to the board. We always want the Wandering Emperor to be above 2 or above, because that means if he does board wipe using a Farewell or destroy all creatures, we can minus straight away. We don't have to spend time getting up. Okay, so there's the Farewell. Okay, so that's a great draw. I do imagine he might have something to do with the graveyard. We've already seen Colossal Turtle. Okay. So we'll play Sorrow. No counter. Okay, so that I probably should have minus Linear. No, not, sorry. The Wandering Emperor before.
Blood for knowledge.
May your blade strike true.
Okay, so here, as you can see, Flameless Bolt in action. He minuses, I kill the Wandering Emperor. No more Wandering Emperor.
I'm never done for good. We must.
What does like if he does manage to remove our Samurai, then he can kill our Wandering Emperor. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna trade off. Gonna place his own Wandering Emperor.
Run away. You'll be safe.
So either he had 2 Wandering Emperors or he top decked that. Okay, Sunset Revelie's just gonna draw a card. We're gonna pray that that is not a counter spell. Luckily it is not. So we do want to play around removal, so we are gonna minus zone. And then we're gonna plus, just so we got 2 options.
Remember your training.
As you can see, we are controlling this matchup very well, but things can change. Okay, and that is an example of how things can change. So we don't have another Abrade. Okay, so I'm going to double block that. We're gonna force him to use Khan Silex, because when he does, we definitely have the advantage. I mean, it's dead anyway, so another Wandering Emperor would put us in a difficult position. Yep, we're not going to block. Okay, so what we really want is our own tyrant.
Years of training for this.
There it is, our own tyrant.
My ways are not for the weak.
Trying to think, do we want to give him any encouragement? No. Okay, so considering our firepower, he practically has to use Khan Silex, I imagine. Otherwise we can just keep
Darkness, I return.
getting his health down, and we're at a good position. So far 27 health. He may have 2 4/4s on the field, but we do have 8 damage directly. Okay, so he's gonna cycle. What we are worried about is another Wandering Emperor. That's our biggest concern. Sweet. Okay, so that's great. Okay, so do we have enough mana to end it right here? So that's 6, those... Okay, yes we do. Do we go for it though? Do we go for it? He hasn't had to counterspell this whole entire time. So, yeah. Why would he have one now? Can he gain life at instant speed? Yes he can, by removing the vampire. Okay, that is game. Now, unfortunately that's probably the end of the video. However, I will be releasing another video on this deck soonish. Hopefully maybe we can make a mythic with this deck, because did we go 5-2? It's a little lower than I would have liked with this deck, but I just think it's insane. I highly recommend you try it out for yourself, and if you don't want to miss another video similar to this one, make sure you hit the subscribe button, because it does actually help a lot, and it does motivate me to produce more videos, because as you have seen, I've kind of been lacking on that department recently. So if you do really enjoy these videos, make sure you do subscribe, and if you are super into these, which no offense to myself, but I highly doubt you are, but if you are, make sure you do comment down below just to show that support. Okay, so thank you, see you guys next video.